Over the last 500 years, we've seen incredible leaps and bounds in science and astronomy, but there's one mystery that still remains. We're going back to the beginning. Hey guys, Pastor Ben here, and in this week's weekly recap, we're going to be going over part 1 of the origins of the universe. Point number 1, the law of cause and effect. Everything we see in the universe follows a simple principle we like to call cause and effect. In physics, one example of this is Newton's third law of motion, which states, every action has an opposite and equal reaction. So when we study science and the history of the universe, we see this long chain reaction of events that lead to other events. And the universe doesn't really seem to like to break this pattern, except possibly quantum mechanics, which is a completely different discussion. When talking about the universe, modern science does a fantastic job calculating and figuring out things after the fact, when the process of cause and effect has already begun. But there's one problem. What was the first cause? Point number 2, the universe had a beginning. As late as the 1930s, many scientists still believed in something called the steady-state universe. We're talking the era of Einstein, Hubble, Eddington, William de Sitter. This theory stated that the universe had always existed in its current form and had no beginning. But in 1929, with advances in modern telescopes, a shocking discovery was made by Edwin Hubble. The universe was expanding. Point number 3, the Big Bang. One misconception I'd like to clear up real quick is that the Big Bang has nothing to do with the theory of evolution. Wait, so the Big Bang has nothing to do with the monkeys? To help clarify, the Big Bang is a cosmological theory about the origins of the universe, while evolution, more specifically Darwinian macroevolution, is a naturalistic theory of the origin and development of life. But enough of that rabbit trail, let's get back to the Big Bang. In 1931, a Belgian cosmologist named Georges Lemieux theorized that if the universe was expanding, then if you reverse that process, it would lead to a single event, later called the Big Bang. Basically, instead of the universe having always existed, it had a beginning. At the time, many scientists weren't particularly happy about this theory, partially because there is really only one other place where you heard about the universe having a beginning: the Bible. You see, Georges was not only a cosmologist, but he was also an ordained priest. He had a strong faith, but he also loved scientific discovery. Shortly after he proposed his theory, the Big Bang started gaining wide acceptance as more and more scientists started realizing that it explains so many things that the steady-state model could not, solidifying it as the best explanation for the origin of the universe, making its way into our textbooks and your classroom. Thanks guys for watching. For links and notes, check out the description below. Stay tuned for our next weekly recap as we hit part 2 of the origins of the universe. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you guys next time.